Hello, welcome everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I am changing positions and places a lot recently, so you're just gonna have to bear with me until I figure out a place where I'm gonna record when I'm doing these videos. But yeah, today's pick a card. I'm excited to do this because I love doing these, and before we begin, I'll just let you know, this is a pick a card on past life. So this is a little bit of fun, okay? Just take the message, because this is going to be a general reading. Just take the message. If I get a little bit caught up in the story, just feel through it. Don't attach to it that is your past life and that was it, because this is general. But I will try and keep it general. But yeah, so we're going to be looking into past lives. Basically, whatever past life comes up for you is the one that's trying to tell you a little bit about what you're going through now. So it's kind of like the flip side. It's like what you've already done in a past life that you're not really here to do so much anymore. So you might be feeling like there is this sense of like familiar feeling with some of the things that I'll say, but flip it, because that's what you're here to do. You're here to flip the narrative, and the new reality is to experience new experiences. Okay, so that's the kind of general gist of what this reading will be about today. There's going to be 3 groups. I don't have piles because I'm just going to select on, I'm just going to shuffle on camera. So just, I don't have any crystals or anything. I'm literally doing this last minute because I was just like, I want to record a video. So I don't really have anything here set up properly. Sorry. But yeah, the link or the timestamps will be down below in the description, and maybe whatever number pops out to you, or if you look at the timestamp, whatever timestamp pops out to you, go with that. I know lots of people like to see visual crystals and stuff, but yeah, maybe I'll post a thumbnail with oracle cards or something. But yeah, that is all I have to say. I will just announce, I'm not sure if it's up yet and running, but I am changing everything. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams, but they're going to be on this new platform that I'm going to be using, called Heartbeat. And the platform is going to be sort of similar to like Facebook and Discord and all jumbled up into one platform. It's really, really good. And there's this feature that's in it, it's called matchups, and I'm going to be using that in the future to match people up to practice tarot on one another, because I will be doing a course for people to follow along with. And eventually I want to build the community where there's other tarot readers on there that have done my course and that I've, you know, thought it's okay for them to become like admins or whatever, and they can then host their own live streams, etc. So I see this vision for myself, and I'm like, this could go really well, and it could create a community where people talk and discuss about how to set up their own tarot business as well, because I feel like my time has come to kind of do this, and I've been saying this for a long time, but just it was not, Patreon wasn't the place for me at that time, and then I'm not sure if I'll start Patreon now. I'm not sure. I might do something with Patreon, but I just don't know yet. I'm figuring out my way with this new platform, because I was guided to it, and I'm like, okay, if I'm guided to it, I'm just gonna go with it and see how it goes. Everything about it is amazing, and you are able to join free. There's going to be sections that are free, and if it is live, it'll be in the description, so you will see it. It'll be the first link there in the description. But anyway, without talking too much, let's just get into the reading. For fuck's sake, just stop talking. I just can't. I'm a very talkative Aries person. Okay. But yeah, I have this deck sitting out, I don't know why. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just keep this rolling or cut it out or whatever, but let's go. So if you choose group number 1, I'm going to use this deck. So I'm going to use the Spellcaster's Tarot for you guys. Okay, so okay, I might just like pick up message. I need to see something come through first. I'm seeing 777 and also for this life 11. So I don't know what 777 is the past, 11 is now. 11 is kind of like a karmic number, so this is very much saying that, okay, so you must have been, oh, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. That's the first thing. Right, so what I'm hearing is that the 777 is like, I'm seeing the, like Vegas, the jackpot. You hit the jackpot. You were rewarded with a big lump sum of money and abundance in a past life, okay? Okay, that's right. It's hard for you to, 3 of Cups. Focus is really bad today. I don't know why. Why does that keep happening? I shouldn't be doing that. So we have the 3 of Cups reversed as well here. And one more. And the Ace of Swords. So that's what we're going to take for now. Strangely enough, you guys, I'm getting a funny message. So, in a past life, it feels to me like it was in, I'm seeing 44. So it could be 1844, it could be 1944, but the year is the 44. That's what I'm getting. And something that is coming up for me very much is that you, in a past life, you were someone who didn't have many friends. You weren't really the most friendliest person. You weren't really interested in people. You were just very much about more materialism the better. I'm sort of seeing that it was about gold. It was like, can I just get more gold? I want more coins. I want more. You were obsessed in a past life with money. So that could mean that maybe in this life, it's not about the physical rewards for you. In this life, it's more of the, you know, feeling like you're connecting with people. The real reward is friendships, meaningful friendships, and also meaningful relationships with people that come into your life that need some support. Okay? Because in a past life, you were not someone who was very helpful. You didn't want to help people. You were, I don't want to help you. If you got something to give me, okay, you don't? Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. Now, for some of you, I am seeing that you were rewarded for the real reason you got a lot of money is because you were using a sword to do some of you're fighting other people's battles, basically. So there could have been like someone above you, like a king or something. You worked your way up, I'm hearing. You worked your way up in whatever this is, okay? This battle that you were in. The World reverse, okay. I'm hearing that your goal in that life was to take over the world, meaning you were trying to conquer you were working with 3 different, like, armies, let's call them, to help take over a certain part of land, okay? You were involved in all that. And that didn't happen. It didn't come through. So in this life, it feels like, if there's a lot of stuff happening in the collective that would make a lot of sense about this right now. So what I'm feeling is that your energy is getting sucked into the TV, sucked into the news, and you're like feeling really triggered by certain stuff that you're seeing probably, and it's because in a flip side, in a reality, you were involved in this kind of stuff, so it's like triggers you a little bit, okay? And you're not wanting that. You're not wanting that to be something that your mind is always focusing on. So in this life, okay, you're here to work with people. Hello. This is pissing me off. Sorry, the moon is in Aries today and sun is in Taurus, and I had a very sensitive day today. I'm still very sensitive. I actually drove into the ditch and had this man, and sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. This man literally drove his tractor out of nowhere, and the road was so small, and I was like trying to okay, I'm just gonna pull in here a bit, and he kept coming, and I went into the ditch, and it was just a disaster. Today has been a day, but I was aware of the energy, so I just breathed. I just kept breathing. Anyway, and that is probably something that I want to say about this with this Ace of Swords is, it's just why I want to focus. Maybe it's because of this light. It's too bright. I think that's, I don't know. Or do I have to move closer, maybe? I don't know, it should be tracking my eyes. If this was AI technology, see, cameras aren't even that good anymore because AI we're spoilt with this stupid AI. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, with the Ace of Swords, I feel like the real passion for you now and the real thing that you want to speak up about is helping these smaller, tight-knit groups of people or communities, okay? Because the world, it's like you're not here to take over the world, okay? In the other life, you were trying to conquer the world. You were trying to conquer parts of the world, blah, blah, blah. You were in a collective. You're not part of this collective anymore. Your collective is to help the groups that call to you, that the groups that are unseen, the communities and the people that need help that nobody really pays attention to. Okay, everybody, something comes up on the news and everybody's focused on that, and they're like, oh my god, we gotta help these people, we gotta throw all our money to them. And you had so much money in a past life, and you realize that money isn't it. You were rewarded. Music just randomly just turns off. Today is a day, I'm telling you. Today is a day. So, and it's funny, this is like this energy, okay? This abrupt energy. So here I feel that I'm just picking up signs. Here it's about living a more peaceful, calm life, okay? In this new reality that you have, in this new existence of the body that you're in. It's not about getting over that mountain and going to the next one and the next one. It's like enjoying the journey upwards and then just relaxing and taking a breather and looking at the view. It's a really different life, okay? It's not about financial abundance. For me, I don't pick that up. The financial abundance is like the last thing that you want to be worried about, because it will come. You will be supported along the way, but your real jump, spring into action that you really want to focus on in this reality is to help people. So, I have, for example, I have the energy of the physical world, the Taurus, in my past life as well. So I'm not really here as much to, I'm here to be physically in this world, but do it in a different way. I really resonate with this group. I'm not here to make the money and be like, hello, look at me, all the materialistic kind of energy that goes into the earth in the inorganic way. The organic way is to, yes, eat the rich foods and to enjoy the luxury that the earth, Mother Earth, gives us, and ignore the man-made luxuries. Okay, don't get caught up in that. So that's what I'm getting from that. But yeah, yeah, so don't really be wishing your life away to win the lottery or something. You've had that in a past life, basically. Because the best way that my guides are showing me the story that I can gather up, I just see someone, there's a crowd of people and they're like, wow, and then there's like this fight that's going on and someone was slain, or is that the word? They slay the dragon. I don't know. But I just see that being the kind of story. And then you were, because you won the battle, you were rewarded. Okay? With a big lump sum of gold or money or whatever. Okay, so that is what I have for you, group number 1. I will pull an oracle card, actually. Oh, let's do these. These are like ancient ancestor oracle cards. So this is for you. This is a guide message for you now, is to move your body. That's what I'm saying about relaxation. I see you like in Hawaii or by the beach and just dancing, and it says dance, it says breathe, and it says flow. So that, just not sure if you can, if it'll focus. I was closing my eye because it tracks my eye. But yeah, it says dance, breathe, and flow. So that is what you're wanting to focus on in this lifetime. It's a really good thing, as long as you're balancing out the, you know, help. When you help people, then naturally you'll flow into abundance and you'll be able to go places and do things and whatever, because that's the exchange. When you help people, your soul's like, you're ding, 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 you're getting the message here. More abundance comes your way. Okay? You're rewarded in that way by first putting other people's emotions to the top of your priority list. Other people's emotions and really feeling into what their issues are. And, you know, obviously you need to know your own boundaries. You need to learn through that. Don't just go throw your whole life into everyone's emotions and everyone's. It's more of a know your own position and in certain people's lives. Okay, so if the same people keep coming around using you and abusing you and your energy and your kindness and your time, then that's not what I'm talking about. It's more of like explore the world and see who and what you can do to help people in smaller groups. Okay, but yeah, that is all I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for joining me here, and yeah, please leave a comment down below. Just let me know if you enjoyed this, because I want to do more of these. I like these, but the algorithm, I don't know. The algorithm, I posted a video there. I don't know when this will go out, but I posted a video, and the algorithm, I said a few things recently. And I didn't even, like, I didn't think, I don't know if they're punishing me. I was like, okay. Anyway, anyway, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Okay. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to be looking into what was going on in your past life, and what you're here now to flip the narrative around. First thing that I want to say is that you were definitely someone who liked to travel. Travel by train, I'm hearing. You like to travel by train, and you were very much, you really wanted to, you know, do that for the whole of your whole life or whatever. However, what I'm getting is, let me just see what card we get first. 2 of Wands were first. Yeah. So that was the whole idea. You're just someone who just liked to, you know, sit by the window. It's Two of Wands reversed because I was going to start talking about this. The reason that I'm seeing that as a reversal and what I was going to start talking about is in your past life, you know, I feel like it was a bit of a dream. You wanted to travel. You were very much like you probably were on a train once and you were like, oh my God, this is it. I want to do this forever. However, in that life, you definitely had met someone that you felt deeply. Yep, okay, this is the situation. We have the Emperor here and the Page of Swords. Okay, you had no idea. Okay, you were just minding your own business and you had no idea that once you kind of crossed this little threshold, you were going to meet this Emperor. Okay, and when you met that Emperor, I feel like he just swept you off your feet and you didn't really have to, you know, worry about anything anymore. Everything was kind of taken care of. You enjoyed a luxurious lifestyle in a city, I'm seeing, and you had all of the travel experience that is like city to city to city kind of thing, but really you let your whole life just be you know, planned out for you because you just did whatever this partner you had wanted to do. Because I'm just hearing my guides are saying in the times that it was, you just like let it, let me see, because I'm trying to, the Star reversed. Okay. I just keep seeing a bridge. Yeah, I just feel like if you're someone who's very spiritual now, you always were. You're what they would call an older soul, but in that other life that you were in, you never really got to fully embrace your psychic ability. You were on the bridge, but you didn't fully cross it. Like you were, the way that I see this is that you were on that little bridge. You did cross it, but it hadn't a lot of what you were thinking about. Like when you got to the other side of this, you met the Emperor and everything was sort of taken care of. So you know, you didn't really, it was like, don't say anything, just listen to me. I've got the money, I've got the security, just do what I say, just do what I want you to do. It was a bit of a, I know this sounds like a typical, like masculine feminine kind of dynamic back in olden days, but I'm actually not picking up that is exactly what it was. It could have been feminine masculine, like you were a male in a past life and it was a female, to be honest. It could be that because it doesn't feel like what yeah, it really feels like it was the feminine was more of the respected energy. And these cities are different to, ooh yeah, this is a different energy group number 2. It's like everything that is the opposite of what we experience here. So the masculine was, the feminine is rising. It's like a time period when the feminine was the more powerful energy. But the feminine was then going down. So now you're in a time where you're experiencing that rise of the feminine energy. You were at the point when it started to decline, but it just feels like a very different reality. You know, I don't like to label things, but you know what I mean. People talk about different times on the earth. Mightn't even be... Yeah, you can go wild with your imagination. You tune into it, and I don't want to go too far into that, but do you know what I mean? It just feels like whatever this is, it was a flip. The whole thing was flipped up, and that's funny too. Though there's the world here, so the globe, and then the view. The view was the complete opposite of like everything that has to do with the dynamics. So the feminine was actually really bad to the masculine. It was like not wanting them to have power kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going too deep into this. Now in this life, you're here to be that spiritual warrior that goes after what they want, goes after that travel lifestyle. Very Sagittarius energy, very much about connecting with the higher worlds in this reality, okay? In the past life, you didn't really get that. You didn't really get a chance to explore it. There wasn't enough information because the feminine was wanting to hide all of that information. They weren't wanting people to write about it. They weren't wanting people to disrupt and you know, when the feminine was going down, basically what I mean is we were going into a more materialistic kind of world and reality, and you know, you might have opened a book that someone wrote and it was taken off you. It's like, don't read that. We have to just feel it. We have to just experience it psychically and blah blah blah. So you were like in the middle of like being spiritual, but being in your masculine and not being allowed to, you know, create books or write books and things like that. You weren't allowed to use the logical part of the masculine to write books and stuff because the feminine was like, no, don't write it. Don't be doing that. We don't need to record this. We just need to live it. Which is, when that's unbalanced, that doesn't really get you anywhere. As a collective, if you can imagine that as a personal thing, imagine that as a collective. It's just like everyone's like way too... There's too much like floaty energy. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so in this life, it's definitely about Knight of Wands. It's this Sagittarius, this fire, this like, I am here to explore, and rise with the feminine, because you have a lot of the codes. You were surrounded by a very powerful group of feminine people in the past life, and now you're bringing that rise of the fire, and you're able to bring the logic with it. Okay, you're able to express the voice, and you're able to bring the truth to making it make sense. So that's your path here. Your path is very much about wisdom that is also linked to education. So educating people on spiritual topics and helping them create their own beliefs so that they may go forward and help other people, okay? Because that's the real truth about spirituality. There is no one way of doing something. And I think that this group, if you're watching this, you just get that. You're like, I want everyone to experience things in their own way and do it in their own way. There's no one fucking thing that works. Whatever works for you, and you just teach that, okay? I'm kind of lecturing here, so I'm going to stop that. But the reason that I'm kind of bringing that up is because this is what I feel like you're here to do. You're here to share, and you're here to be expansive and expressive, like Sagittarius and Jupiter energy. You're just like, whew, you're ready to show people how abundant the world can be if they just let that flow. Okay, because it's like, just see a waterfall. It's like you know that on top of the mountain there's a big massive lake, and everyone's sort of down at this little tiny pool of water at the bottom of the waterfall. It's just, it feels like you're like, let's go there, let's experience that, let's go try this, let's go explore that idea. So some of you will be travelers, some of you are just wanting to expand your knowledge on things about the world and about yeah, things like that. But you're real powerful warrior energy. So that is what I have for you. Group number 2, and just one oracle card. This is advice for this lifetime. It says, go after your goals and persist, encourage, advance. So exactly what I was talking about, like you're here to advance in, yeah, your proper warrior energy, like I said, not afraid to be the first one to just go and be like, I'm doing this. I'm not afraid of it. You're not afraid to just go against the crowd. Okay, you're not afraid to go against the crowd. You're ready to take on anyone. Anyone that wants to create a system or a belief, you're ready to like destroy it. That's what I get. Okay? Because that's what the feminine is now here to destroy. That everything is so fixed. It's like, boom. No, it's not. We're gonna blow all that up. That's what you're here to do. Okay? Now that's very zoomed out. Keep this general. Some people are like, probably like, what? You know, if you're just an average Joe, don't get too excited about that. But yeah, I hope that helped. Group number 2, if it did, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more of these, because we have many past lives. This is just the one that wanted to pop up today with a message. But yeah, if you enjoy these, let me know, and I'll do another one in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Okay, hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's just dive straight into it. We're gonna look at what's kind of popping up for you in a past life, what your kind of experience was, and then what is it that you're here to just change this time around. What's your action this time? Okay, actually, I need to shuffle this deck properly. I'm seeing a time in Asia. One thing. So if you've ever felt very called to Asia, especially Asian like food and how they grow their crops and stuff. I don't know. It's just something that's popping up. Also how they ceremonies as well. Different kind of ceremonies. I don't know. Because I'm seeing I don't know how it, please enlighten me, but I'm seeing a ceremony that has to do with like a funeral. So I don't know how that is done in Asian countries. I'm sure there's many different types of ways that people honor the dead. But you were definitely part of, I'm hearing 200 years ago. So, don't know what year that is. Me and math, I'm hearing 200 years ago. Ish. And the lotus. Lotus, something about a lotus. Because I'm just seeing like, okay, sometimes my guides are very much giving me stuff, and then sometimes it's just like messages. I just hear it. For you guys, it's more visual. They want me to be more visual, so you probably like that. So the way that I'm seeing this is that it's like there is this sort of ceremony where there is like a big pool of water, and there is this walkway, a path that goes out. It's almost like a pier but wooden. And then it's like they're putting the body down and letting it float. And then there's all of these like different lotus looking, at least flowers that are like opened up but quite wide, but they're white. I don't know, are lotuses white? I'm just hearing the word lotus, but I actually don't know what that actually looks like. I'm hearing the word lotus, but then I'm seeing these cups kind of look like lily like on lily pads, but they're just a flower. It's not actually, they float like that. Sorry, very descriptive. I hope you enjoy that. That's what I'm seeing. And then I'm seeing you in that life, very much heartbroken because you lost, you lost someone that you loved, a partner, a soulmate in that life, very young. I'm hearing around like before they even got into their adult life, meaning like I'm hearing like around before they hit their 21st birthday, so 2019, whatever. So there was this like, they started off amazing and then you lost someone you lost them after just like a couple of years with meeting them. Okay, so it was like, they were like that drop in the ocean for you where everything just made sense and then it was drained from you. So water as well, I'm hearing, is a big you might feel sometimes very, very emotional around because it doesn't feel like someone who took their own life. That doesn't feel for me what it is. It's more of like just that sort of stuff in this life might shock you a lot because you're just like, you don't know how to feel when people lose someone in a tragic way. You just don't know how to absorb that. So this is a different group. Don't really know what you're here to do. I don't want to say you're here to find your soulmate because that's just like we all have soulmates. We have all different kinds. Like our soulmates is like a dandelion and you blow it. It's like the universe is like, okay, here's a dandelion, here's all your soulmates, and it blows them and they all just float away in the wind. And then they meet each other. Different soulmates meet each other. But yeah, you're not here to meet that soulmate that died necessarily. Because it was the experience. It's not the soul. It's the experience that the soul wants is the priority on the top, okay? So I'm just trying to get that across here. It's about experiences. Life is about experience. We go down many different avenues and roads in life, and we're in the spiritual community where people just put twin flames and all that stuff at the top, and it's like, that's not what life is about. No. So anyway, let's get into this. You're here to experience your own soul, and if a soulmate in a physical form comes through, 10 of Swords, yeah, it did feel like they were killed, so they were just taken very abruptly. So that is confirming that for me quickly there. So definitely someone was murdered. They were trying to escape actually, which is strange. So they must have been captured or something, and then they tried to escape and they were killed. I'm giving you very yeah, you're the group that's letting me my guides are wanting me to kind of explore different things here with what I'm seeing. So that's what happened. I just see like on a little island, and then there was like this, they found, it's funny. That's where I'm seeing that water as well. Okay, so it's close. Strange. Feels like the people that killed them had the ceremony for them and you were there as well, watching it from afar. So I just want to see like what happened after that. The Hanged Man reversed. Whoa. Okay. 10 of Cups. I do feel like you did find someone else. Maybe that's why I brought that up. With the 10 of Cups, it's like there is more than one relationship. Okay? So I don't know, I feel like maybe you're, in this life, the dynamics that you have in relationships, it's like you want to be all in or nothing, when the universe is trying to teach a lesson here of like, you don't own anybody. Sorry, it's just what they're saying. It's like you can be paired up with someone, but the minute that there's another fork in the road where that person their soul has chosen to experience something different. You can't stop them. So there is people who meet each other and have their happily ever after, which I do think that you've experienced in this life, and they end up, you really turned your whole life around. You didn't let that stop you. You remarried or whatever. But you're here to experience multiple different types of relationships in whatever unique way. Not the norm. Unexpected kind of relationships. People will not really see like you doing that. They're like, what? You're with that person? Could be very much that you get into a gay relationship or something like the sort. Okay, it's just like you are here to kind of shock the crowd. You're here to do it differently. Okay, because the soul and the connection to other people's souls is the truth. This is where this whole non-binary kind of thing comes from. That's been kind of distorted. Or was it non-binary? Yeah, where people, I call it soul sexual. Where you're able to have an intimate connection with someone just because you feel their soul. I see people's soul sort of first before I see their physical. Which is not always like, that sounds kind of fancy, but like it's this weird experience that happens where I just get this kind of a sensation of like, holy moly. Sometimes it's really intense and it freaks me out and I'm scared and I hate them and I'm like, ah. Or sometimes it's really intense and I'm like completely like gobsmacked. So like when people say, are you gay? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Because there has been female energy that, I've just been like, if they really tried to, make a move on me, I'd probably go with it. Kind of thing. Okay, so I don't really go with a lot of the beliefs in the LGBTQ plus. I don't really attach to much of that stuff. I just attach to soul. The soul, the feeling, the metaphysical experience of connecting with someone. It's not really the physical stuff. So I think that that's what you're here to really learn about and experience in this lifetime. Okay? Let me see. Page of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups. So definitely Page is about start to explore this. Start to meet people from different parts of the world as well. Big thing here. I'll just pull a few more cards just to seeing 2. Don't know. So when I say about relationships, it could mean that you're here to sort of, I just seen 2. So that's, when I see that number, I feel like you're 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 being like a spiritual number, meaning that I feel like really this could also mean that a lot of you are here to find a group of people. Okay, so I'm not talking about an orgy. I'm talking about a spiritual group of people that is like your tight-knit, like coven kind of thing. Okay, so that is something that I'm getting. And it feels like it's like you're here to, in this life, you're here to find your secret tribe. Your secret tribe that get you. Because these people are going to be like all a group of your soulmates all together working in harmony as one. Okay? So yeah, it doesn't really feel like it's, you can have relationships, but the real importance probably for most of you is going to be that, we have the Temperance. Okay, so it's like people who are able to experience the higher worlds and bring them here in harmony with one another. And I think as well, the main thing that I'm getting for you, group number 3, is that you're able to really make spiritual concepts easy to understand, and you're going to find people that are very grounded in what they believe in, because nowadays spirituality is becoming very all out there. You could get lost, and that's the reality of the metaphysical. There is no end. You can keep going and going and going and going. So do you get overwhelmed by that, or do you find a group of people who have grounded in one spiritual concept that aligns with you, and then they choose to live a lifestyle in harmony with that? Okay, because whatever you want to choose, everyone's beliefs and belief systems are fragile. Okay, so you're here to sort of find your group that are, going to ground it in. It sounds like I'm talking like a cult, because that's what a cult does. They create a system and they ground it in, and it becomes so solid that, anyway, that's not what you're here to do. It's not about that. Cult culture is dying away in this existence, I feel, in this world. But there will be certain things that come up that might be like, but that these are going to be tests. So you're going to be tested with, are these your people? Are these your people? That's the question, okay, that I get. Yeah, and now you have the star card, okay? So you're here to sort of switch up the ideas of the Aquarius and the technology and the AI. You're here to sort of transmute and use it, pull these higher technologies through so that you can use it in a way that is in harmony with nature, okay? Because technology is just a part of this universe. We can't just Control Alt Delete that technology. We have to work with it. Even if we don't like it, we still have to work with it. It's what you tune into, okay? I'm not looking at the news and seeing what the robots are going to be doing in the future. I'm looking at what's being presented to me right here, right now, how I can use that technology to help other people. Okay? And that takes a lot of self-awareness, and I think that you're someone, if you're group number 3, I think you're someone that is very self-aware. So advice for right now in this lifetime, get into nature. Okay, it says coexistence, gather, and limit waste. Okay, so that is for group number 3. You are very much, yeah, you guys are part of just with the pattern and the geometry and all that jazz. You are very much the inventors in this group. You just are able to just download the blueprints, the what do you call it? Sorry, I'm getting tired now. When I get tired, it's my intuition's very like staticky. And I forgot the word. Can I have the word, please? Geometry. Thank you. Geometry. So geometry is something that you might be very interested in. Sacred geometry. Okay. So yeah. What makes up the soul? Talking about blueprints, because I just see, those pictures of like a person, and then they're holding on to like the cosmic version of like the shape of a person, and they're like holding on to nothing. They're just holding the universe, and it's just another person. That's kind of what I see. So it's I feel like you're this whole concept of we are all one, the law of one, and all of that. I think this is a big thing that you might be very interested in, or even just the laws of the universe. Yeah, Very spiritual group. Love you guys. Everybody on my channel seems to be very spiritual from what I pick through. Obviously, you're going to be, because I'm very spiritually, my concepts are very out there, and I think a lot of you are on that path. But the thing about me is I am very much, I explore all of that, but I want to experience what the earth has to offer, the good and the bad. Okay, so everyone's trying to be all of this healthy and eating and blah blah blah. We have to work with what we've got right now and where we're at, meaning like what technology we can use and use it to better our life. Okay, but we can't be hard on ourselves just because shit is happening. Shit. Lots of shit is happening. So just meet yourself where you're at. That's what I'm getting, and that's that kind of like physical body holding the universe and being like, we got this together. The universe is not against you, it's working with you. It is part of you. It is you. You are the universe. Now anyway, I think that's all I have. Did I pull out an oracle card? I did. Okay. But yeah, that's all I have for you. Group number 3. If you would like a private reading, the link is down below. And yes, leave a comment, please. Let me know if you enjoyed these, because I want to do more of these in the future. I just want to, have those. I just saw something and it's not there. There's nothing there. Just saw light, like just, don't know what that was. Maybe you have a connection to, maybe you see light, like orbs, angelic energies a lot as well. That could be a thing. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. There is an orb here. There is one. Don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that picked up on camera. Anyway, bye.